This one is titled, Told My Neighbor I Hope She Falls Down. Backstory, the family two doors down and I don't have the best relationship in any way. The mom will say hi, but the dad and daughter, in her late teens, don't give anyone the time of day. This daughter also once destroyed another neighbor's front yard plants with a baseball bat over some teen drama and tried to deny it until it was revealed that it had been caught on their doorbell camera. Also, one time, Amazon delivered a package of mine to them by mistake, and only after I showed them the photo of my package at their doorstep did they admit that they had it and returned it to me after it had been opened. Anyway, this morning, the mom and daughter were unloading party supplies at our neighborhood recreation center, which is next to the dog park. So I was there, walking my small, medium, very friendly dog. The mom said hi and stopped to pet my dog. My dog started to jump on her, and so was on her hind legs. I'm trying to train my dog not to jump on people, so I pulled her back. Not hard, but she did fall over. Like, fell over, had hit the ground, not too hard, but enough that it was mildly concerning to me at least, and it took me by surprise. Well, the daughter started laughing. It just struck me wrong, and I said, "Oh, it's funny, is it? I hope you fall over." She got a hurt look on her face and walked away. Let me just say that I'm not normally one to speak up like that, but her laughing really just hit me wrong. My dog goes splat, and that's funny. My dog wasn't hurt at all, and I kind of feel like a jerk, though. Am I the asshole?
Honestly, no, not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
No.
It's kind of funny.
I want to say that was more out of pocket than it was being an asshole. Like,
Yeah,
it was
honestly,
just-
yeah.
That was just like
it was
intrusive
an
thoughts
intrusive
winning.
thoughts.
No, that
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
And it wasn't even wrong. Like that was honestly correct.
No, it was
Like that response is endorsed by gay Twitter.
No, 100% endorsed by gay Twitter. This neighbor sounds like a piece of shit. The neighbor's the
Because
asshole.
honestly, if the neighbor was that much of a bitch throughout like the time that they've been there, I mean, honestly, free reign to be kind of an asshole.
No, it sounds like this whole family. I'm just like, where did these guys come from? What a bunch of losers.
No, for real.
It's literally like the family that allowed me to get bit by their dog yesterday and just was not taking any responsibility. That's how it seems.
I mean, they eventually surrendered the dog, but it's definitely giving like these people that
No, like,
eventually
irresponsible,
returned the
just don't
Amazon
care.
package, but they'd opened it. Like, what is that?
Yeah.
Bro said, like,
Yeah, no.
is there anything good in here? Can I have this? Oh, it's not really that interesting.
Isn't that like a felony?
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Can't open
Yeah.
someone
So
else's
they're
mail.
more than just an asshole, they're a felon. So this is all deserved.
real?
Illegal activity.
Honestly, she has the right to push her down the stairs or something. Push her over, make her fall. Like, they have the right to do that.
I agree. The only correct conclusion. Am I the asshole for refusing to pay my child's stepmother to babysit them? Okay, so before I start, I should say that my son is 5, and only in the past 3 to 6 months has the father and his partner been consistent in his life. Anyway, my son's father sees him for 2 nights every fortnight. He picks him up late Friday night and drops him off early Sunday morning every 2 weeks. Now, when he first started being consistent, I would offer money to make sure my son was fed and safe. I only did this because for the last 5 years, he would give excuses of, I have no money to feed him, or I have no patrol. My son adores his dad, so I offered the money so that he had no excuse to not spend time with our son. After about the 3rd time of being consistent, his dad said, "You don't need to offer me money anymore. I'm working full time and want to step up more." I didn't ask for child support. I never have. Everything my son has, all his toys, all his clothes, all his school stuff, every experience he's had, I have paid for, and I am proud of that fact. Fast forward to a month ago, and I received a message from my son's stepmom. They aren't married but haven't been together for 3 years. Have a child together and are engaged, so it's easier to describe her as a stepmom. The message had said that it isn't financially fair on them to have to pay for things my son wants when they're with them. She has asked for $100 a night, so $200 a fortnight, to pay for his food, clothes, anywhere they go, and any toys he wants when with them. I responded with, "If he wants a toy when with you, either you or his father can message me and I will happily transfer the money to one of you, as long as the toy comes home with him." She said it was irresponsible parenting on my behalf for not wanting my son to have nice clothes and toys when at his dad's house, and that anything bought with them should stay with them. I agreed and said anything they buy for him should stay. She then made a big deal and posted on social media about how I'm a bad mother and refuse to take financial responsibility for my son. I screenshot it and sent it to his father and explained the situation to him. He apologized and said he had no idea. She then messaged me accusing me of trying to break up the relationship because I am a jealous ex and that she doesn't think it's right that she should have to babysit my child for free. I said that's fine if my son isn't seen as part of your family and is just a child being babysat. Then maybe the custody situation should be revised. I know it's harsh because I don't blame my son's dad. I'm just at such a loss and feel like a major asshole. Am I the asshole?
Literally not. Not even closely the asshole.
Yeah.
I hate when I just hate when there's someone else that comes into your parents' life and like does shit like that. You know what I mean? 'Cause I feel like there's always that overstepping, and then there's always the expectation that like the mom is supposed to do more when the mom's already doing the most. You know what I mean?
Literally.
So, like this non-stepmom is just like way overstepping, and it's like if she's paying for a toy or paying for anything, like of course she would want it to go home with her to ensure that like the money's being used on what it's supposed to be used on. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. I
So
feel
this
like
person, to me, this person's not the asshole.
no, I agree.
Definitely not. I also thought like that was such a bitch move of the stepmom to like take to Facebook and air that out for
Yeah.
everyone else. Like for what?
That's so cringe. But yeah, not the asshole.
Yeah,
I think we
we're-
all kind of agree on that.
This one is titled, Am I the Asshole for, in quotes, forcing my friends to cancel plans because they were late? I, 23 female, met my friend, 23 female, in a class at our college last semester. I'll call her Jess. She was a fun classmate, but she was not someone who I saw as a long-term friend. Last Saturday, Jess calls and asks if I want to go to the lake with her and our other friend, 24 female, Mary, on Sunday to hang out with some friends. I agree and I offer to drive because it's a longer distance, about 50 minutes, and I prefer to drive. She enthusiastically agreed, and we decided I would pick them up at around 2:30. I spent my entire Sunday morning cleaning my car, washing and styling my hair, and getting myself ready to go. 2 p.m. rolls around. I send Jess a text, having not heard from her all day, saying that I was almost ready and would be on time. No response. I figured that her phone died, which does happen a lot, and that she would text when she charged it. 2:30 p.m., I still hadn't received a response and was starting to get annoyed, preparing myself for the inevitable influx of apology texts and excuses. 2:50 p.m., after still hearing nothing, I did what I should have done earlier and called her, asking her what was going on. I knew they were at the store together earlier that day. To my surprise, she says that they are still at the store and would be ready in 30 minutes. I said that it was all right, but my frustration was evident in my voice. I planned to leave at 3:10 because I was picking them up about 15 minutes away. At 3:30, I pull up to Jess's driveway and don't see her car there. I sent a text telling her that I was there. She responded 10 minutes later saying that they were almost done. I'm immediately pissed off because I have now wasted an hour waiting for them and there's no end in sight. At 4 p.m., I'm fuming at this point, and I knew that I had no interest in going anywhere anymore. I sent her a text saying the following. Hey girl, I'm so sorry, but I've been waiting for like an hour and a half for you guys, and I'm pretty frustrated, so I think it's best for me to head home and not come today. Thanks again for the invite, and I hope you guys have fun. Right after sending that text, I receive a call from Jess with her and Mary begging me to come back because they don't have a ride. They were literally in Jess's car? ? I hold my ground and tell them that I've already made other plans, which was a lie, and that I'm sorry, but I'm not going to come. We go back and forth a few times, but it basically ends with them telling me that I ruined their day and that they're now forced to cancel their plans and disappoint everyone. I don't have any interest in maintaining this friendship, but I've tried to be as kind as possible not to burn any bridges. Am I justified to feel frustrated, or is this something that most people would be flexible with? I'm also neurodivergent, and I struggle with plans being changed. So I know this could be an overreaction, but am I the asshole?
Yeah.
No, what?
No.
No, this would piss me off so bad because I've
Literally?
had
No.
situations like this.
Yeah.
It pisses me off when like people expect you to like, because you know in the reverse, like you see how they expected her to give her them a ride still, like in the
No,
reverse,
for
they expect
real.
to do everything, but then when it's on your time, it's like, oh, we can just do what we want. They're not gonna care. It's like they were totally walking all over her. So I'm glad that like she said something and wasn't like, oh, like I'll come back and pick you up. Like no, I would be so mad. Not the asshole. Like that, I would be.
No, that's what I'm saying.
fuming.
Because I'm just like, dude, I'm not gonna come back. I'm sorry. I already drove off. If I was like maybe 5 minutes away, sure. But if I'm like already out doing something else and like you text me and you're just like, hey,
Yeah,
need a
but she said she
ride.
wasn't doing something else.
Does it matter
Well,
if she's
yeah,
doing
but,
anything else
like,
though? Like an
yeah,
hour and a
that's what I'm
half
saying.
later, and you still expect them to like
Look,
show
if
up and do the thing?
If it's an hour and a half later and I'm at my house chilling, doing
But,
nothing,
like-
I'm not coming to pick you up.
If you have nothing better to do and you already had these plans for the whole day,
Then why the hell could they
No.
not
why not?
show up in the first place
I
at the
think
time of the
principle of it
plans?
all. It's definitely the principle of
Occupied.
it all. It's the principle. You're already in a bad mood because you had to spend your time. You wasted an hour of your day getting ready when you could have been
Yeah.
doing the thing you were supposed to be doing an hour ago, and you're in a bad mood. So it's better to just be like, I'm done. I'm not gonna go see these people. I'm not gonna bother. It's gonna not be a good day of plans. Like, you're not gonna have fun. You're gonna be thinking about the
Yeah.
person like, oh, they're late.
You already have that like bad taste in your mouth, and it's just you can't like. There's
Because
I'll
I've
nothing.
been there.
also, yeah, I'll also remind you guys that the lake that they had their plans at was like also going to be like 50 minutes away. So there's
Yeah.
already
Yeah.
like a solid fucking hour again of just like driving these people around when they made you wait a whole hour, and we're still not even ready to go, and we're not anywhere near like leaving this store wherever they were at.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
I
lack communication
mean-
too. Like, they could have texted
Literally.
like after the first text. Also, the other thing, like, it's just so rude. Like, to just not one to not answer, and then two to like follow and be like, oh, like, can you give us a ride? Like, after all that, it's just crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, I do think like even
Yeah.
just giving the notice of saying, "Hey, we weren't expecting to be at the store this long, but we're doing a little more shopping, you know.
Yeah.
Let's reschedule, let's say around this time, because at least then you can go do something else. Like, you don't have to just
Yeah.
be waiting in your car in this person's driveway. You can say like, "Oh, okay, they're going to be like another 30 minutes to an hour. Let me go
Yep.
do whatever. Let me take care of this or that." But they don't even give her the option. They want her to just be waiting on them the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And nothing they
I'm
were doing was like
also-
urgent.
No,
I'm
for
also
sure.
a very neurodivergent person. Like if I make plans or if I have like a routine that I'm going on, if that gets messed up, I am like downright frustrated for like the
Yeah,
entire
you're-
day after that.
So Gavin thinks they're the asshole. The rest of us think they're not the asshole.
Yeah.
Yep.
Correct.
Okay. Interesting.
No, it really is like the notice thing. Like, and it's not
Because,
even
like,
like
I-
after the fact. Like, they could have been mad, and like obviously they were mad, but they still didn't even like fully express that to them. They were just like,
No, 'cause,
I don't
like,
think
feel
I'm
like at
interested
that point you're not-
anymore. Like, I waited a while. Sorry. I
you're
hope
not
you guys have
respecting
fun.
The other person's time. Like,
Yeah.
That's just it. Like.
No, because she was going to have like on top of how long she was already waiting on them, it was going to be like 50 minutes to the lake, 50 minutes back, dropping them off at their house before going back to hers. Like how much time would they have actually been able to spend at the lake with their friend group or
No,
whatever?
for real.
And that's not even like at that point you're just it's just a waste. It's all a waste. I feel like that was just such a waste of time and they just didn't respect them at all. It's bad.
You guys look at things so negative.
What do you? No, I look at it like you sat in a car, wasted like an hour and a half with
Alright,
no
so-
idea
Okay,
of
so,
what's
like,
happening.
Gavin, if one of your
Alright,
friends
alright.
because if one of your friends was at the car meet with you, that's like an hour away from your city, and then you leave them there because you're just like, all right, I'm heading out. Drive back to your city, are already in your house doing whatever, smoking, chilling,
Yeah.
doing whatever, and then they call you and they're just like, hey yo, I'm be honest, kind of need a ride. Would you like mind coming back and giving me a ride? Are you gonna do that? Like,
I've literally done that.
I sort of
But, like-
think that that's the type of thing where people will easily take advantage of that. And
But,
not
like-
to say that that's every case, right? But
yeah,
I agree though.
Okay, from like my point of view, this whole situation, it's like the fact that like, first of all, you got to leave the house. Okay, regardless of what you're doing, you got to do something instead of just like sitting there doing nothing.
I don't know. See,
Yeah.
I'm thinking of it from my perspective, where like I'm doing this stuff on my day off. I get like 1 day off per week, sometimes not even. Like and if you were to waste my time like that, I think I'd be pretty irritated about it.
I will say this though, if it were me, something I would have probably done differently would have been like, "Oh, you guys are still at the store. Like, why don't I just come meet you? Why don't we just check out the store together?" Like that could have at least been a little more engaging, but I do think because she was already on the fence about even being friends with them in the first place, I think that contributes a lot.
No, for
Yeah.
sure. Like, that's like a terrible like first impression like meet up outside of class. Like, if that was the case, but just the fact that like no thanks.